Hi everybody, how are you? Let me just get the camera set up properly because I've moved positions. I moved my studio around yesterday when I was talking about my supplies. I had to clear out and sorted everything out. Let me see if I can get the live up so you can see who's here. And say hi, and I've forgotten your next day. Microphone. I'm going to have to use the airphone. I've lost my microphone. That's what happens when you sound, but can you hear me? Sorry, I was so prepared and then I don't know where I've put my other microphone. This one picks up the sound of buzzy things. Hi Stephen, can you tell me, or Mark, can you tell me if the sound's okay? Sounds okay. Okay, there will be sounds of little pickups of. Oh, sorry. There'll be pickups of like that electronic sound, texty sound, because this mic is crap, and I can't find my other one. Right. Hi, Mendy. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Angela. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jill. Hi, whoever. Hi, Chris. Hi, Terry. Did I say hi, Terry? Hi, Lisa. Maybe I said hi. I keep saying hi to people twice. It doesn't matter. Hi, Denise. Hi everybody. Hi Joe. Did I say hi Joe? Hi another Joe. We've got two Joes. Hi Jane. Hi Fran. Hi Melanie. Hi Mark. Hi Stephen again. Hi everybody. Sorry if the sound's a bit beepy every now and then. If I mention the sound, people complain. And if it's really crap sound and I don't mention it, no one moans. It's funny that, isn't it? Hang on, you can't. I'm going to have to just zip my camera up a little bit. Look how clean it looks. That's better. Right, today. I'm sorry, this is annoying me. Look, it's just flipping around everywhere. I stick it behind my head and attach it to my dreads, and it's weird. Is there two Lisas as well? Hi, Lisa and Lisa. Hi, Zuka. I hope I said that right. Zuka. Oh, I can't. I'm just going to call you Zuka. Hi, Kate. How are you? It's nice to see everybody here today. Hi, Anne. We've got South Africa people again. Hello, South Africa. I like that. Hello. Kerry's asking, did I leave my microphone attached to me yesterday? I was walking around the house with it yesterday, and I kept putting it in silly places, and I'll find it. I need to get a one that stays here because I use my headphone things. So, right, these are a few. I keep saying I'm putting new stuff on Etsy. I still haven't got around to it, but this morning it's definitely going to happen because I've told myself I'm going to do it for sure. So, but when I was clearing up yesterday, I found some more paintings. So I'm going to put this one up, which is a sort of landscapey thing. Sorry, you might get a few Cyril hairs if you buy it. No. So I got this one. And then I found some of my landscapes because I did do lots of landscapes, didn't I? So these are going to be up, this one. Oh, I'll talk about that one in a minute. This one. This one. And this one. which is on Waterford paper, I think, something like that. Nice paper. Pinless paper. Right, that's those ones. And then I'll put this one up as well, which is, I'll probably do a live painting of doing this, which is it's where I've dropped lots of colours on and added lots of textures, and then I've let it dry, and then I've come in with some white ink or white paint and gone around little areas and just made like abstracty flowers. And if you can see, I've also used gold. It's got a bit of gold in it. So this is going to be up on Etsy, but I will also do a live one. Maybe that will be one for tomorrow. This would be good. Right, today, someone asked yesterday, I forgot who it was, I'm going to do a floral watercolour with ink. I'm going to be using this, which is Jackson's own cold press 140 pound watercolour paper, and it's quite smooth, it's not that rough. So that's that one, that's the paper. I don't like it, it's a gummed block, but if I use it really wet, it lifts off. I've got cleanish water. And I've picked these flowers from my garden this morning. And this lovely frilly yellow daisy and some white daisies. I thought daisies were a good thing to do with pen and ink, because especially the white ones, because you can actually paint white flowers on white paper. Sorry, you can't see. And then this purple toad flax, I think it's called, which is really pretty, which I'm going to sort of make like a wildflowery bouquet sort of thing, even though they're not all wildflowers. This isn't a wildflower. I've got no idea what that's called. It's got massive green big leaves. It's really nice. I think I put a picture of it on my Facebook yesterday, my Mitzi B Facebook, of my, I put pictures of my garden up as well. And what am I doing? I've got my, oh, it's not even plugged in. I'm so organised. I was going to say, I've got my heat gun here, but I think I turned the switch off yesterday when I was moving stuff. One moment, please. I'm just going to have to rearrange my microphone again. Yeah, it's working now. Right. I've got my heat gun because to do the ink over the top, the painting has to be dry. Sorry, I'm just attaching my mic again if you hear a scumbling sound. And I have to put it in my hair. Yeah, power tools are good. You can use a hairdryer, you don't have to use this. I use this because I don't like hairdryers. They're too windy. And you can burn yourself on that. And we're going to be using pen and ink. So I'm probably going to be using a dip pen. This is one that comes with interchangeable nibs. You can use any dip pen, and I've got some Magic Colour. Can you see that? Sorry, some Magic Colour acrylic ink. You can use any ink. You can even use liquid watercolour, anything. And if you haven't got a dip pen, you can use pens. These are all my lovely pens. I've got some, these are like these Japanese, Chinese, I don't know what they're, this is a Pentel brush pen, so you could use a brush pen. You can get thin and thick lines with that. You can use just a rollable pen if you've got one. You can use these fine liners, are they called fine liners? I've got an array of these for when I do ink drawings. And I've got another brush pen here, which is really, it's got a nice tip to it. This is a refillable, you get cartridges that go in them. They're quite nice. There's another brush pen here. God, I've got lots. Didn't know I had so many. This what comes from tidying up. And you can use a biro, you can use a thin Posca pen, You could even use just a pencil or a felt tip pen. I mean, this is a biro. You can use a biro as well. That gives nice scribbly lines. But what I like about a dip pen, it's quite unpredictable, and you can get some nice. Let me just show you. You can get some nice thick lines and thin lines, and occasionally you might have a little accident and it would splodge everywhere. And it's a bit like the flippy floppy brush of pens. So I like to keep rinsing the nib on that, because that acrylic ink is, once it's dry, it's dry. So I do that. I seem to have lost the chat. Is everybody still there? Right, so that's the pens I'm going to use, and I'm just going to use my smaller brush, because I don't want to get it so wet. I'm going to use a number 10 round. Number 10 round. This is just a synthetic brush. And then, oh yeah, everyone's still there. You're very quiet, guys. And I'm going to start off by painting this lovely beauty. And I'm going to use my gamboge colour, which is this one here. I'm just going to, because I moved everything, I had everything where I liked it, and now it's all in the wrong place. Isn't that always the way? Yeah. I'm going to move my water over here, so I'm now going to drip it over everything. Yeah, so I'm going to try and paint this, which should be fun. It's a bit like a sunflower, really, but then it's got those spindly leaves. It's like the perfect flower, isn't it, with the straight stem and the one leaf. And perfect, right. It's good to have clean water if you're painting yellows. And I'm not that best known for my clean water, am I? So I'm going to roll my sleeves up a bit. So this is the other Daniel Smith yellow. So I know people are going to ask, but you can use any yellow. You don't have to use what I've got. I'm just using what I've got in my palette. What's the other yellow called by Daniel Smith? I don't know. I can't find it. What did I move stuff around? It's not lemon yellow. Oh, it's Hansa yellow. Yeah, Hansa yellow, which is this one, which is quite a nice creamy yellow. So I'm going to just paint. I'm going to paint quite loosely. Try to, anyway. Once I start thinking about something else, I tend to get a bit tight and fiddly. Yeah, talk about pens and everyone goes quiet. Yeah, dirty water means you're having fun and you're playing. So let me see if I can. These are going to be weird. How do I know what I need to have here? It's my flippy floppy brush. Flippy floppy. This is a sword brush, which I call the flippy floppy brush, by Pro Art, and it's a small. So hopefully it's got a bit bent. I think I must have left it wet to dry somewhere, and it got a bit. Yeah, see these do the. I think that's working quite well, isn't it? Yay! Just gonna like that. I'm trying to make this painting a bit more, what do you call it? Because if it's going to be pen and ink, it's going to be quite detailed, but I was just trying to make it a basic painting and then show you how you can add nice details with the, this is taking ages. So I'm just dropping in different colour yellows and like going to the orangey side, to the orange side. I might blot out a little bit as well, a bit of texture. Looks like a sun. So it's always good to drop in extra colours just to add some depth and tone to the painting, because if you look closely, you say, oh, that's a yellow flower, but if you look closely, there's like a million colour yellows, million shades of yellow and orange and brown and green and everything in there. So things look more natural if you change the tone here and there, and then you think where the dark and the light's coming from. Things like that. Things you think about whilst painting, well, should think about whilst painting. Just going to blot that a bit because it's going to take ages to dry otherwise. Right, that's the main bit of the flower. Let's give it, I did find some, I've got so much of this sap green, which is quite nice, and I can't open it because I've run out of my Winsor & Newton proper one, but this is just as good. It's a little bit chalkier. Stick it over there. I do like sap green. Let's add some green. This is going to be mixed in with whatever's on my palette. Can you see? Yeah, probably. There's some like bits of red and pink, so it will knock it back a little bit. But let me just paint the. You can see like through the petals, you can see some of the green, so I'm like sticking some green there so you can sort of see it. And then I'm just going to do the stem, just dragging down the paint really quickly. Don't go back in, otherwise you'll mess it up. And then I'm going to do a leaf. That's the leaf. It's got quite detail. It's got quite a lot of detail in this leaf, so I'm going to leave that. Can you see? I'm going to leave that for the pen and ink because I mustn't forget that's what I'm doing. I'm just adding a bit of shade to it. Just blot it a little bit. I'm painting with a small brush, yeah. It happens. And I was painting with that the flippy floppy brush. Let's do a, let me put that one back in the water because it's so nice. I don't want it to, yeah. Let me do a few daisies around the place. So these are the daisies. So I start off, when I paint daisies, I just start off with the yellow middle, because then you know where they are. I'm going to put a few daisies around here and there where I think they'd look cool. No, I won't put one up there. So that's how I sort of paint my daisy middles, and then I come in and blot in a bit. So I'm not adding too much detail in this painting because I'm going to do the pen and ink over the top, but I'm going to add a bit of shade to one side of the daisy just to give it a bit of depth. And then what I like to do for the actual white petals is mix up a dirty grey colour for the actual petals, and then that seems to work very well. And usually I just do like one brush stroke. I don't mind that the middle runs in and that it gives a bit of interest. And because we're doing ink over the top of this, I can pick out some details of the white petals a bit more. Yes, I did say what paper I was using. It's the normal Jackson's £140 cold press paper. In a block, and it's A3 size, and I don't know what that is in American talk. Double letter, something like that. So I'm trying to do this quite quickly because I want to get in to do the. That's picked up a bit of purple, which is really nice. I want to get in to do the inking. This probably got all different colours, palette colour, which is quite nice. It gives a nice colour. So I'm just letting the brush make the shapes of the daisy petals, which is really easy. Just push down, lift up, push down, lift up. And if you've got a nice round brush, you'll get like the nice petals. Alison says she can type faster than she can spell. I have that problem all the time. I can write faster than I can spell. If you don't forget, you can ask me any questions along the way. If you want to ask a question, can you type it in capitals, because I'm more likely to see it, because there's a lot of chat going on that I get lost in. I'm putting in the stems of the daisies. They've got quite thingy stems. I'm just sort of making it up, really. And then I put in some, oops, I've got a little insect crawling across my page. Go away. I'm going to add some more. I'm using my artistic license and adding some more leaves, just here and there. Daisy leaves are weird. They're like, I'm trying not to do too much detail, because I'm going to come in with the pen and ink. I keep saying that, don't I? It's because I'm trying to remind myself, don't make it too, whatever the name, whatever the word is. I'm going to do these purple toad flaxy flowers. I'm just going to stick some. This is Mission, is it clear? Bright clear violet, which is a nice purple, which will contrast nicely with the yellow, I think. Let's get that going. There's some cobalt violet there as well, so it's going to mix in with bits. And I'm going to do the, let me show you. I'm not going to take the, yeah, I will. The toad flax. You can get yellow toad flax, can't you? And this is the toad flax, which I'm just going to do really basically, like just not do too much detail. Splodge it around. Splodge, splodge. I haven't painted flowers for ages, have I? That was probably last week. That's ages for me. Because normally I paint flowers every day. Splodgy, splodgy, and just add some stem in there, here and there. So it's like, I want it to, these got quite delicate bits all on it, and I thought that would be nice to pick up with the pen in a bit. So I'm sort of just making up the composition as I go, just putting bits in where I think looks nice. Oh, bye Shell. Watch up on catch up. So I've been painting for half an hour already and I didn't realise. Normally I've finished by now, haven't I? This is going to be a long painting. I'm enjoying myself. A bit behind that one so you can see the, I think it needs one sort of coming out there, just for, oops. So I'm just splodging. Looks like this, doesn't it? Looks a bit like lavender as well. I like lavender. Let's just put some little bits here and there. Right, that's the painting. I'm going to stop that now before I start fiddling around too much. You're going to hear a noise because I'm just going to dry this off. I might block this one because that one's quite wet up there. So I don't want it to run everywhere. Blotch, blotch. Right. Okay, I think that's dry. Right, I'm using this dip pen. You can use any pen you like. I've got some brownie acrylic ink here. I did go through it at the beginning, what I was using. Now when I start to use the, it's a weird sound then. So I keep getting birds in the house. Cyril's going, where's it, Cyril? Oh, it's weird. Don't know what that was. I keep getting birds in the house, which is weird. What are you making a noise for? He's making weird noises, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm just using brown ink. You can use any colour ink you like. You could use yellow ink, you could use any colour with a dip pen, but you can use, what's the matter, Cyril? What's the matter? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's making weird noise. When I do pen and ink, I like to pick out the darker. You don't have to like outline everything. You can just pick out little details and things. So I just like to, I'll start off with this. So that would be like the darker bit. Sorry, my dog's making weird noise. Anna, what's wrong? It's been weird lately. And then I'll just pick out a few of the daisy petals. You can use little thin strokes and things. I'm going to have to stop for 1 second. I'll be back. I need to go and see what's wrong with Cyril. Sorry. I'll be back. Cyril. Cyril. Where are you? Cyril. I can't find him, he's disappeared now. He's gone upstairs. I don't know what's wrong with him. I know sometimes he has fits, but he seemed okay. He was just making weird noises. So here I'm just picking out a few of, I wasn't going to do all of them. I end up like doing a bit much. If you just pick out little bits. You don't have to be precise either. You can just because you've done the painting, you just like go over little areas. So you can, let me just, you can pick out little bits. And it gives quite a nice effect. Try not to do too much. I get carried away. You can get carried away. Get carried away. You can add some like details in the middle. So I'm not going to draw down the whole of the stem. I mainly sort of draw a line where something crosses it, if that makes sense. So like here, I'd like make the line a bit bolder. Here, just here, and then just suggest that it's going up there, like that one. And you can have fun, and you can add in extra bits, like these little toad flax things have little seed pods on them, and you can do that. So I'm just adding detail-y bits. I'm not going to go over the top with it. I keep saying that. I'm telling myself, don't get carried away. So it looks better. Less is more, usually. And I love the scratchy sound the pen makes as well. And you can just draw in extra blobs and just for, it's like sketchy, and you can put in the leaves properly. Sorry if I'm heavy breathing. I do that when I concentrate. I'm a bit conscious of it sometimes. Oh, I like drawing. I haven't drawn. And you can make it sketchy. You can do it really precise if you want as well. You don't have to. But because the colour's already down there, you've already got like the basis of it. Some people do ink first and then add watercolour over the top. Dip. That's what I like about using a dip pen. It's really nice. And then if you press hard, you get a thicker line and nice things happen. And nice sounds as well. Some people don't like it, do they? I hope my mic is behaving and not making too many buzzy sounds. I'm not sure where I put the other thing. Let's work on this one up here. Sometimes I like to have a bit of paper to lean on because I tend to smudge things. How does this go? Yeah, I'm just going to do, it had like that middle bit, didn't it? It was a bit more, so I don't want to ruin this because I like this, but I might just do some areas where it's Yeah, it would make a pretty fabric. I have to do some more. I've been a bit of a slacker lately. I'm going to get in trouble. It's one good thing working for yourself. You can do what you want when you like, but you have to do work. Sometimes it's easy just to not. I'm trying not to do so much this bit here. I think Cyril's all right. I can hear him scratching on the carpet upstairs, so he's making a bed. Sometimes he makes that noise when he's walking around with a treat in his mouth and he's trying to find somewhere to bury it. He knows where all his stash is with his snacks. You can use any nib. I think this nib I've got on here is, they come with nibs. Sorry, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk. You can buy these like plastic ones that you, I mean, I've got this tin that was given to me by my granddad, and it's got lots of nibs in it, and they're really old ones. And I think I bought a dip pen and it came with these nibs or something like that. So I found this tin yesterday because I'd lost it. And then yesterday when I was doing my live, someone asked me if I'd do a pen and ink, and I was just like, that was meant to be. Any dip pen. It doesn't have to be anything. Like, you can use a biro, you can use a gel pen, your brown gel pen, or any pens, any colour you like. This is quite dark brown, which is quite nice. It looks almost black, but it's not. So that's that flower. I'm just going to do a little bit. Let's do this leaf. So you don't have to be too detailed, you can just scribble things in. It's quite nice. It's very therapeutic, this. I quite like it. I've forgotten how much I like doing it. I have got a fabric design I did like this, similar I think, and it's got butterflies on it, which were nice to do, like pen in this style. And it always gives like a Edwardian sketchbook sort of style, you know, the Edwardian lady diary book with lovely watercolours, and it always reminds me of the pictures you find in like Winnie the Pooh, and there's nice little sketchy pen and ink watercolours, Winnie the Pooh and Beatrix Potter. Those sort of style. Hi Christine. So I'm just putting in a, oops, see, that's what I've done, I've smudged it. Sometimes the ink takes ages to dry and I forget it's there, so I put a bit of paper down. just suggesting the petals. It works quite well. I think it looks pretty. I'm trying to stick to that thing, so where I see something that crosses over or something, I will add a bit of ink in, and you can add extra little details and things, and extra lines and lines and lines, and extra leaves. I'm just going to work on this bit and then it's sort of done. Now, thank you, Stephen. Practice your drawing skills. You don't have to have amazing drawing skills to do this. You just need to be loose and free. Oops. Yeah, I know, Marie. Loose and free can sometimes be the tricky part. Some people overthink things. Just go for it. Stick on some good music and yes, what I find, people who struggle the most with painting, they overthink things, and like everything has to be there and perfect before they start. But you know, all you need is one colour, a brush and some water and a bit of paper. Any paper, you can start. It's just the starting, I think. You just need to start. Because if you don't ever start, you won't ever do it, will you? It's like anything, really, I think. Just do this bit. So I smudged all this, which is a bit of a shame. Oh well. Adds to the adds to it. I think. Oh, I'll just do a bit scritchy scratchy there, so I've missed out that bit. I think I'm finished. Oh no, I haven't done this one up here. I'll try not to smudge. If you leave one out, it does show up. So no, you've left me out. Come and do this one. Wait, I'm just going to rinse my dip pen out. That's finished. I'll show you closer bits to it. Just whip you around. That's it. I smudged all that area. Just don't look. And this. See, this paper is okay for doing this kind of work because it's not as wet. So I hope you enjoyed that. Kerry, this is her favourite. I might put this up on Etsy if anyone's interested. It's a bit smudgy at the bottom, but then it looks, I don't know, it looks quite nice. yeah, so that's that one. I'm going to go now, and tomorrow I'm going to do something like this. So I might do the tomorrow morning. I'll do the background review, but if I'm prepared enough, I will already have a background painted, just to show you, because it would take ages to dry otherwise. And then we'll do something like this with a bit of snazzy gold in it. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you liked my pen and ink flowers this morning. I quite enjoyed doing that. It was nice to draw. Right. Have a lovely time, everyone, evening, night, daytime, wherever you are, and see you soon. Bye.